Good evening, brothers and sisters. I don't know if this is going to be pixely or not. I don't know what we're looking like. Okay, I think we can live with it. Okay. Now, I think I've resolved one problem, and that's using the phone and using the desktop. I think that's what's setting out the two streams. If you're on the other stream with the Lion of Judah and Jesus in it, me going like that, then you're on the wrong one. Just come out of it and come here, because we love you. In three darts, Gabrielle, Evelyn. What happened here? 24. Now, interesting title I've got here. Now, first of all, I just want to say a couple of things. I know a lot of us are disappointed, and me included. I'm from the Great Britain, and I'm disappointed with what happened. And I went and spent time with the Lord and inquired of the Lord for peace in my heart, really, because I know it was corrupt. I know it was so corrupt, and the corruption. And when I was watching the inauguration, you know what I'm talking about, DC guys. Mrs. Brooks. I love that name. Diana. But it was in my heart, and I thought, no. But then, as I said, I must have spent a couple of hours before I got pinned down with this. I was up till late last night with this, guys. The title, what we're talking about here tonight. I want to share it with you prematurely, but I want to share it with you because I want you to be lamps lit as the Menorah. But what was clear to me is that Biden, and we'll call him Mr. B for now for YouTube's sake, is just a puppet. He's just a puppet, brothers and sisters. We know what's going on in the background. And when they've used him like a rag doll, they'll throw him out. It's a ploy to get the Democrats in, full stop. That's why they wanted to impeach Trump, to get him right out of the way. But they won't do it. I don't believe they will. I'm sorry, that's just what I feel in my heart. I don't think they will. He'll be back. I'll be back. Okay. With a lot of stuff, but will he roust it all out? That's a big thing, but I'm going to leave it with the Lord, you know, because it does affect us. You guys in the US really does affect here in the UK. It really does. But what I want to share with you, I had a time with the Lord, as I do every night. I pray every night, and that's when everything's quiet and I'm away. And it's normally late. It's normally 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when I've decided I shut down David. And Cal, I've got something for you, Cal. Something interesting, but nothing. And I will share it for everybody. But it's late, and Cal will tell you I'm here late, and then pushing this to do my quiet time and inquire of the Lord. And I inquired of the Lord, and I didn't leave this desk till 4 o'clock this morning. And I want to share so far what he gives us. I don't want to come up with a surprise. It's a real psst. Have a look at this. Okay? That's what it is. I'm not a prophet, right? I'm not even a preacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a watchman. Someone who gets the word out. The word is the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. We're here to advance the kingdom of Father God in these end times coming sure. And in anyone's life if it's coming to an end. We're here to evangelize. We're here to do the Great Commission. That's all it is. I'm making no promises. None. I do not know the day and I do not know the hour, and I probably won't. But I'll be gone in an instant, in the twinkling of an eye. But I want to share this prematurely. We've been chasing the Bethlehem star, and this isn't about that today. This was about something that jumped out at me again. I believe an open vision more than anything, I would say, not a closed eye vision. You know me with my visions. And interesting enough, the night before last, I had a vision of flying over mountains beautifully. Just flying over mountains. I don't understand these sometimes. But that's what it was. For a long time, just gliding, and felt in utter peace about it. Not one of them dreams where you're flying and you're thinking, oh grief, there's going to be a landing, but it was a real peaceful vision. Don't know how these are coming together. I haven't made a note of that yet. I will do after, but this one was what the title is saying. okay? Not Exodus 25, 31 to 40. That's what we're dealing in. And it's the menorah. There is, what you're seeing on the thumbnail is the hanukkah menorah. Look at this. Look at the branches. 8, 8, and 1 in the 4, 4, and 1 in the middle. 9. The Exodus 25 is 7. Okay, with the 1 in the middle. That brought my attention. I knew this, but I didn't go to study it. So I spent some time. There's only 1 page on it. There'll be a lot more to follow because I believe this is important, and I'll tell you why. Get on with it then. The Menorah, Exodus 25, 31 to 40. Go and read it and piece it together. Oh, wait, I'll tell you. Okay. The Hanukkah Menorah has 7 branches. Okay. Exodus 37, 17, 24 shows that the implementation of the 7-branch menorah. Okay. So Exodus 1 we're dealing about. There is a reason for the Hanukkah 9 menorah. That's to celebrate the days that light for each day of the celebration. Okay, so there's, I don't know whether that's more tradition than actually written in the Bible. And you know we want to see what's written in the Bible, don't we? Now I'll do study on that. You don't have to. But let's read it, just an outline without getting the book out and making it a big long deal. Please read it and correct me if I'm wrong. It's made of pure gold. Okay. The original is made of pure gold, probably about 4 to 6 foot high, okay, in the temple, okay? It's a beaten work. You must beat this out of 1 piece. The whole thing. That was a task even for Moses to instruct, I can assure you. I know they had expert guys, but it was beaten. It was a beaten work. This started to excite me now. Made of 1 piece, its beam and its shafts, all 1 piece, all beaten, okay? That's the main thing. With cups, knops, and flowers. And many people say, so what? What's that all about? So did I had to look it up. It was an olive oil burning lamp. Now, I want to bring you back to the first difference between the Hanukkah 9 branch or 8 branch and 1 lamp is candle burning, because it came much later. Romans, I do believe, invented the candles. We're talking about an olive oil burning menorah. We know because there's wicks, snuffers, and the gold tweezers, all made of the same gold. And I'm thinking, this is opening out here. We know the set. No. Let me not get excited. Mary, where are you? Mary. You'll love this, Mary. It was an olive oil burning lamp and no candles. Okay, so I said that. Now the olive oil had to be changed every day. That was why the snuffers and the things every day. It was never the same oil in it each day. It wasn't just topped up. It was emptied, which was a messy business. And there was a little 2 steps in front of it made of marble where we were assuming that the priest had to get up. And the interesting part was, this is a study in itself, but I'm sharing prematurely. The wicks were made out of the older garments of the priest, the high priest. When they got splattered and covered, they were made into the wicks. Okay? And when the wicks were lit, they were all tilted to face the middle one. Getting interesting, isn't it? 6 branches of the sides, all pointing to the 7th in the middle. Okay? Now let me just get that. Yeah. Now, let me go back. Let me get this right. It is premature. I've not rehearsed this. You're getting it straight off the thing. The cups and knops and flowers. The flower is an almond blossom. The knops are the nuts. The almond blossom with the nut in the middle, almond. Okay? and then the cups were on top, which could be removed. Okay, obviously tipped out. So bear that in mind. Now, the first tree to blossom in spring in Israel is the almond tree. That got my attention. Almond tree in Hebrew means shakhed, to be watchfully, to awaken, or to be vigilant. Are you excited now? Because I was 4 o'clock, so tired. I had to just go and rest. Aaron's rod was an almond branch. Now, I'm not going to come to a conclusion here, but just focus on spring. The stem or middle branch is known as the servant branch of the 7 lamp menorah. The servant. Who's the servant? Jesus was the servant, correct? Now we're going to study this together, guys. Now we know that Hanukkah is in November. Interestingly enough, when that comet is coming, Mary. Interestingly enough, this is from the Lord. Why has the Lord put this on my heart? I don't know. I can start to see already it's becoming transparent. But because of the study we've done before and things Mary assists me, I went through that, Mary, I went through the how did the Magi know last night. I'm working on that. We're watchmen and we're pulling it together. It's just, psst, what do you think? Okay? And this is premature. I could have spent another day or two on this. But I thought, let's get it out because we're looking at spring for the first blossom of the almond. Now, the almond nut is interesting. It's a study in itself. The almond grows, the blossom, the flower grows up, and in the middle forms the nut of each blossom, which is not like the nut. It's green. It's got a cover on it. It's green. And then eventually it browns off. It goes through stages. So this is the study. And then inside's the nut, which is one nut, one very edible nut. You probably know all that. But now, I have no idea how long I've been on for. 14 minutes. Okay. I hope I've whetted your appetite. I don't have to go back that. Just go back to Exodus 25, 31 and 40. And I'll tell you what inspired it. I seen one. I don't know who it was. Someone I was watching on YouTube. And I knew there was something different about the menorah. And it's the wrong one. It's a hanukkah. The hanukkah menorah is lit by candles. Candles were around, I think, invented by the Romans. Okay? So I think there's a time difference. But the one we're looking at in Exodus 25, 31, 40 is oil, fresh oil daily, used by the ripped part of the high priest's gown. What? What? Through we don't know the day of the hour. We do not know the day of the hour. We do not. I agree with that. But that is interesting, and I'm going to study it. But I just thought I'd share it live because it's a pick-me-up from this afternoon because for some reason I was down with it. It shouldn't affect me, but everything that affects the US affects us globally one way or another, doesn't it? So be strong. Jesus is in control completely. He'll show the Muppets up. Remember what I said this afternoon? There's a lake of fire waiting for those. And it's not waiting for us, brothers and sisters. Now, before I go, okay, every time, I'm going to chance getting it up for you because it's important. Discord is what we promote all the time. It's the only place we can go that I know that we can find fellowship. And it's global 24/7. You know, I was sick and tired of coming out of a church at what used to be 1:30. There used to be 2 services when I was a lad. Then it went to 1 in the afternoon. Just 1 service, and that was in the afternoon. And it was closed by 1:30, and the doors were locked, and the place was empty. And well, we've got a place that's doors are never closed. Never closed, brothers and sisters. And it's free. There's no charge. There's no collection plate comes round. None. Just go there. There is a link in the description called the Disciple Server. And you'll see the URL is Discord. Download the Discord first. Like you're doing Facebook. Download Facebook before you can join someone else. Download Discord first with an email. It's required to get into ours. Not required to sign into Discord, but it is required from security to get into ours. So that's between you and Discord. Then go back to the link and click in. When you click in the link, what's happened? I'm getting, 74. I'm getting my CPU used. This is where you should end up, in the fellowship room, okay? And if I can go back, you'll see someone who's entered. Sorry, Premature, I'm going to use you tonight. You'll come in here and you'll get to see this. Don't go to the rules first. Just stay in the fellowship and get to know them. Typing in the bottom, in the fellowship. You can also go off to the left to, this is the fellowship room, the one you're in now. But you can go to the other rooms, and I'll die if there's a prayer meeting on. No, I've missed so many prayer meetings lately. 3,670 in there at the moment. You see Frank Reese, Cal M, and Mary and Mitchell in here, and I don't know if Morley's in. Now, just a quick one before I go into what's in there. In there, once you get in there, you'll have your a server looking like that, and you'll have ours, and you can click between the two. But when you come in down there, go over to, I'll use you tonight, Cal. Go over, if you need help when you're in there, go over to, anyone will help you, to be honest with you, but the admins and mods and assistant admins and admins are here. You can right click on the icon of theirs, and you'll get message. Click on message and you can send them a direct message. Please help. I've just helped someone, quite frankly. Let's see if this gets over quite quick. Is that better? Yeah, so that's it. When you get in, New Creation Mary is healing. I get this wrong. The Deliverance Ministry, and she does Bible studies. Cal M is Divine Healing. She will pray over you. That's her ministry. Brother Frank Reese, Holistic Medicine, in this Holistic Medicine room. Type in there and Frank will come back to you. You've got Grace Girl, Victoria, who will baptize you. She's done 3 today. 3 today. Wow. Over air. Come and get baptized. Not essential for salvation, but it's an act of obedience. Go into the baptism room, which is on the left. Find it, scroll up, baptism room, leave a message, can I be baptized, please? And then Brother Morley, who will find you just about anything you want to know about the latest news breaks. There is a breaking news room in there, guys. There's everything you want, 24/7 global, and it's free. We need you, brothers and sisters. Without getting into the, if your iPad is down, load Discord app first. There you go. Frank, absolutely, we've got to get out. Do subscribe to the channel if you like what we're doing, but more importantly, do go over to Discord. We're coming to the end now, brothers and sisters. There's no question about that. Will we hold out for 2021? Don't think so. Not with what I'm seeing. Not with what I'm seeing. We're trying to find you a date. We never will. But watching keeps our lamps lit. We're looking. But we've given up looking at others. We're going to find out for ourselves. Because all the others have been wrong. And chances are we'll get it wrong. But we'll keep you in fellowship. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to leave you with that tonight. I'm not going to be late tonight. I'm going to bed at 12 o'clock, which is an hour away. And I'm going to have a prayerful night to see what the Lord brings us in visions. I will share the visions. But that was over the mountains in total peace. Like going over to bed. It was amazing journey in my vision. Don't know what it means. God bless you, brothers and sisters. Speak soon. I'll try and get the news out in the morning. I think we're going to hear some amazing stuff happening now from the US, or about the US elections. We can only wait and see. God bless.